So the first group, including, okay, let's see, Flavian and the rest of it, you will discuss in Swahili, it's okay, what makes a digital environment safe, what online risks exist for students or teachers, and how can schools promote awareness? And last, what are the main challenges in your school concerning safety and ethics? You can even take a picture of these questions with your phone, so it's easier to come back to the questions. So, can I go further? For the next group, which new technologies, AI, virtual reality, etc., could we try, meaning us in training? How can they enhance learning, not distract from it? What skills does the teacher of the future need? And what will be the main challenges in your school concerning future and innovation? So the first group will include Flavian and the second one Reginald. So then you know the group 5 in this case is the one with Reginald, and group 4 the one with Flavian. Okay? And I will now then divide you in breakout rooms. Did anyone knew? No, there. Gideon joined us too, so I will place you also in breakout rooms. So I will now create 2 breakouts. Or actually, I will have all, and now I don't remember how I decided to do this, but yes, it doesn't really matter. And Oscar. So now you are 4. 4 in each room? Do you think it's too many? Or is it a good amount of people discussing?
It's good. Since it is a discussion, it's not exceeding 5, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think so too. Yes. And now I will open all the rooms. You will have, let's say, these are quite wide questions, so at least 15 minutes or even 20 minutes. I might pop in some rooms just to check if you are still in middle of discussion. All right. Have a good discussion. All right, welcome back. I hope you had a good discussion. And if you could give just a short summary, because we have still some more issues. So because last time Reginald wasn't here, so maybe can you make the summary of your group now? Do you want me to share the questions?
Sorry, madam.
Do you
Mr.
want
Samar, can you help me?
Do you want me to share the questions so that you can see the questions? Or do you have it?
Okay. Hello.
Okay. So what these were the questions. So maybe you can just give
Sorry, madam.
Yeah.
The question you gave belonged to us. Group
Okay,
number.
so it was this one. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. The first question was, which new technology, AI, VR, etc., could try? We say in our group, we say AI. Then question number 2, how can the enhance learning not distracted from it? The new technology we could try is AI. Therefore, how can AI enhance learning? It's able to get instant feedback. Also, it saved time. It enhance personality. It enhance personalized learning, such as can give exercise based to student level and skills. Also, AI enhance automatic marking and data analysis, which give teacher more time for planning. Also, access to the resources. It enables a student to learn anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Another question, what skill does the teacher of the future need? We discussed about digital literacy, ability to use online sources like AI, also critical thinking and creativity, also adaptability, also ethical awareness, that means understanding privacy, digital safes, responsible AI use. And another was collaboration, ability to work with the religious, parents, teacher, team. Another question was, what will be the main challenge in your school concerning future and innovation? We discussed about the cultural resistance to change from some teacher and administrator. Second one was cyber security and data preference issue. Another is higher costs of device and the digital infrastructure and the maintenance support. And the last was curriculum gap, syllabus not aligned with new technology, outdated curriculum. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Reginald. Very good points. And if you have already written down the points, maybe you can just send them to me. I will try to collect all those.
So,
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Flavian.
Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you. Our group is group number 4. Those questions are mainly based on safety. So question number 1, it was what make a digital environment safe? First of all, what we said that we should have a strong security system like updating antivirus, firewall, secure networks. And also, we also said having like strong password protection. And then we also, of which is strong password, we have discussed several times how to have a strong, the characteristic of a strong password. And then we also said that monitoring and report system to make sure that as teachers or an ICT expert, we have to monitor the behavior, tools that detect, for example, harmful content and allow teachers to have to report unsafe incidents. For example, if we come to the computer labs and find that students are using things which are not ethical, so we should have to monitoring and have reports.
Yes.
Question number 2 also, what online risk exists for students or teachers? One of the things we said, which is mostly for students, is content-related risky, like exposure to inappropriate content. We find some students watching things which are not ethical, good in the computer. Another thing is to be careful with, for something like another risk is phishing message or scams. If they are not aware of it, it is risky for student and also for teacher. And then we have also something like, which is academic dishonesty, like student can use this online for cheating.
Yeah.
And then another thing is it can be like a technical risk, like loss of data, maybe because of device damage. Question number 3 is how can school promote awareness? One of the main things we said that it is digital safety training for teachers and also for students. Maybe it can extend further for parents. Having digital safety training is very, very important. Another thing is partnering with ICT experts. Like, for example, we can take example like you, Evers, and others who have given us expertise about ICTs. It is also very, very, very good. And then that was briefly what we have discussed. And then another thing we can say, I'm introducing something like clubs between students and teachers so that we can educate each other. It can bring motivation and awareness. Question number 4, what are the main challenges in your school concerning safety and the ethics? One of the things we have said is sometimes it is inconsistent supervision. For example, a teacher sometimes can be overloaded with a lot of things. So to monitor students, what are they doing? It is sometimes quite different. And in other ways, students can be sometimes, if they are out of the school using digital, it is very difficult to supervise them. What are they using? And then another thing that we have said, insufficient ICT infrastructure, like outdated computer and unreliable internet, it can also be a problem. So briefly, this is what we have discussed, but in our context, a big challenge that we have seen is having limited or inconsistent supervision of how students are using these things. Sometimes they are under control and they can be out of ethics things. Thank you. In brief, that is what we have discussed.
Thank you, Flavian. And it sounds like you also had a very good discussion there. I hope that this all cleared this national strategy for you too. Now we move on, and it's very close to this is national guidelines for AI in education. It kind of continues the national digital strategy. So I will now have a brief, I think I have some 10 slides. If it's okay, I will show you them. Can you see this first slide? Okay, so let's begin with an introduction to the national guidelines for AI in education. These guidelines were created by the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to help all of us use artificial intelligence in a responsible, ethical, and effective way. And actually, that was something that we already discussed a little bit in the previous topic. So AI is already influencing education around the world, and it's becoming part of Tanzania's education system as well. We don't know how long it takes, but it's in the strategy. And because of this, the ministry saw the need for clear direction. How should AI be used? What are the risks? What are the opportunities? And how do we make sure that every learner benefits? And these guidelines should provide the direction. So across the world, AI is rapidly reshaping the education. It brings remarkable opportunities. It can make our work more efficient, reduce costs, and open the door to more inclusive learning for every student. At the same time, we must recognize the risks. AI can create challenges around data privacy. It can be misused, and if we are not careful, it can even deepen inequities. And that's why the national guidance is so important. These guidelines help us ensure that AI is used responsibly, ethically, and in a way that supports all learners. And our task is to understand both the benefits and the risks so we can make wise, informed choices in our own school and classrooms. And the main objective of these guidelines is to help all of us use AI in a way that is effective, ethical, and secure, like I said previous. They give clear direction on how AI tools should be developed and used within Tanzania's education sector. In practice, this means ensuring that AI supports learning, protects privacy, and is handled responsibly at every level, from classrooms to national systems. And these guidelines are here to help us make good, safe, and thoughtful choices as we bring AI into education. And these guidelines also set our several specific objectives. First, they encourage the ethical use of AI so that teaching and learning truly benefits from these tools. Second, they emphasize access for all learners, including those with disabilities and those in underserved communities also. So no one is left behind. Third, the guidelines call for clear protocols to protect data privacy, ensure security, and uphold strong ethical standards. Fourth, they aim to foster research, innovation, and resilience, helping the education system adapt to future technologies. And finally, they ensure that all AI use in education is aligned with national and international standards, so our practices remain safe, consistent, and globally informed. This slide shows the full scope of the guidelines. They apply to every level of education in Tanzania. They begin with pre-primary, ensuring even the youngest learners are considered as AI tools become part of early learning environments. It will take time, but it will come. Then they cover primary and secondary education, where most learners are found and where AI can strongly support teaching, assessment, and inclusion. The guidelines also extend to technical and vocational education and training, where AI can strengthen practical skills and prepare learners for a rapidly changing job markets. They include, of course, higher education, supporting universities as they develop research, innovation, and advanced digital skills. And finally, they cover also adult and non-formal education, ensuring that lifelong learners also benefit from AI in ways that are accessible, ethical, and relevant to their needs. And why is this important? It's important because AI can genuinely strengthen education in many ways. First, AI can improve learning outcomes by giving learners personalized support, like you were discussing in your groups, timely feedback, and materials that match their needs, especially now that you don't have big school libraries. Second, it can reduce teacher workload by helping with routine tasks such as marking, planning, or analyzing learning data, like you also were discussing about this. So it's freeing teachers to focus more on teaching and supporting students. Third, AI can promote inclusion and equity. Tools like translation, speech to text, and personalized learning platforms can help learners with disabilities and those in underserved communities participate more fully. But all these benefits depend on one thing: using AI responsibly. When we use AI carefully and ethically, it becomes a powerful tool that truly supports every learner and every teacher. So I kind of tried to rush a lot just to go through. These were all, it was kind of my summary from the strategy. So I know that maybe not all of you have had the chance to go it thoroughly through. So now, based on this quick summary, now that we've looked at the key principles, let's take a moment to reflect together again. So I will again divide you into breakout rooms. Now, this time the breakout rooms will be a little bit different. There will be, because now you are 10, so I will divide you in 2 groups which have 3 participants and 1 group of 4. And now you should all discuss about these same questions. Which guiding principle do you think is the most important for mentors, and why? You can again take a picture with your phone so that you will remember the questions. How might AI help you support learners more effectively in your daily work as a mentor, but also as a teacher? And what risks or challenges do you think mentors should be most aware of when using AI with students? And how can these be managed? And now that when I heard your summaries of the previous discussion, I know that you already discussed some of these things, but you will be discussing maybe in a different group. So I will divide you differently. So now I will, did you all got the questions? I will stop sharing and I will divide you into these breakout rooms, and again you will have, let's say you will have 15 minutes to discuss. There are 3 questions, so 5 minutes for each. Okay, now you are back. And Rehema is in her car. So we still have some 17 minutes. And now I would suggest that each group will give a short summary, no more than 3 minutes. So who will summarize group 1? Yes.
The first question required to explain which guide principle is the most important for mentors and why. For our group, we have discussed that ESCO and the responsible use of AI is the most important principle. As we know, mentors shape how learners perceive and adapt technology. If mentors prioritized ethics such as fairness, transparency, privacy, and academic integrity, they help students use AI as tools for learning rather than a shortcut for cheating or misinformation. This principle ensure that AI strengthens critical thinking, support genuine understanding, and maintain trust in learning process. Question 2 was, how might AI help you support learners more efficient in your daily work as mentors? AI can support mentors in several ways, such as AI tools can quickly analyze assignments and highlight area where learner need improvement. Second one, AI can provide learning materials suited to different ability level, helping slow learners catch up and advanced learners explore further. Also, AI can help learners to access or to learn throughout the 24 hours and 7 days. Yeah, I mean any time. And last question was, what risk or challenge should mentors be aware of when using AI, and how can this be managed? The first challenge is information. As a learner as AI, sometimes AI can give wrong or outdated answers. How to manage? We have to encourage our students or learners to verify and to cross-check to cross-check sources, the source.
Yes.
To cross-check the source of the information. The second challenge is over-dependence of the AI. Sometimes our students or learners, they may depend more on the AI. So students may rely on AI instead of thinking for themselves. How to manage? We have to set a clear guideline on when AI can assist and require students to show personal reasoning. A third challenge is privacy concern. Privacy concern. Some AI tools collect data without consent. How to manage user-approved user-approved secure tools, and educate students about the data protection. What we have discussed on group number 1.
Thank you, Paul. And maybe you also sent me the summary.
Okay.
Thank you. Room 2.
Okay, thank you, Mama.
Samuel.
On room 2, starting from the first question, which guiding principle do you think is the most important for mentors? On our group, we discussed that the guiding principle that we think is the most important for mentors is that AI should not should support but not replace human mentorship. So we discussed that AI cannot respond to issues like emotions. So the human mentorship will still remain there. But also, we also discussed that mentor and mentee role, it should remain there, but the AI will just use it as a supporting tool. But also we discussed that mentees should be taught on how to use artificial intelligence critically. So the critical thinking knowledge or skills should be developed to mentees or students on using artificial intelligence. Another question on how might AI help you support learners more effective in our daily work as a mentor. So in our daily work as mentor, we have discussed that AI help us to save time on preparing teaching and learning materials, but also on personalized guidance for each mentee. It also improves communication and feedback, but also it provide on-demand knowledge and resources. And the last question concerning what risks or challenges do you think mentors should be most aware of when using artificial intelligence with his students, and how can this be managed? One among the risks we discussed is the risk of privacy, and the solution for this one is to make sure that the user to make sure he or she use the AI by aligning with the policies and the regulations that are supposed to be aligned. But also another thing is ethical issues. So we have seen that the solution of this risk of ethical issues is on using artificial intelligence responsibly. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel.
The question number 1, which guideline principle do you think is the most important for mentors? Here we discussed that that is build trust and confidentiality. And why this build trust and confidentiality is the most important for mentors. A mentoring relationship only works when mentees feels safe and respected. So to assure that those personal challenges won't be shared without permission. So trust encourages honest communication and deeper growth. But in question number 2, how might AI help you support learners more effectively in your daily work as a mentor? It easily provides teaching and learning materials. So this AI easily provide teaching and learning materials to support learners more effectively. And also it saves time during teaching and learning process. So when we meet with
a vocabulary or a very tough question, it will assist you to give it will save time to give you a fast answer. But number 3, what risks or challenges do you think mentors should be most aware of when using AI with students, and how can this be managed? A mentor, when using AI, mostly a mentor may lack critical thinking, because when all the time you're depending on AI, you may not use your own knowledge. So a mentor may lack critical thinking. Another one, sometimes a mentor may get incorrect or incomplete answer. So sometimes AI, when you will not use it effectively or write a question effectively, it may bring incorrect or incomplete answer. In short, this is how we have been discussed.
Thank you, Gideon. So now I hope I get all the summaries from your discussions. It's very important.
How do we send via WhatsApp or the summary?
WhatsApp is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay.
we can also use, actually, maybe the best way of sending them is I will put here one discussion topic, and then you will then answer the topic and send that there. So it will remain there. So if I add now the discussion, and the topic would be summaries.
Okay.
Of the strategies. So you know what this means. I don't write all of them here. So it's the digital education national strategy and this AI strategy. Please send here the summaries. Okay. And now when you come to Canvas, so you can just reply and then either text it or attach if you have it in like a Word document.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, this was it. We did spend a little bit more time in the beginning, so we didn't have time to do this, but I think for us to assess what you have learned, I would like you to take the quiz, and it's a quiz about national guidelines for artificial intelligence in education. Just the topic that we were discussing today. So there are 8 questions, and I think I could also say that there are no wrong answers. It's your understanding about the strategy. And then there's also a digital education strategy survey. And this can be answered anonymously. No, I did the email. So this is just how you see it. For example, how clear is the strategy's overall vision? So these are more like your opinions. To what extent is ICT integration into your curriculum? And this is important for us in Finland to know how you see it. So both of these, which can be found from the timetable, quiz, your personal quiz, and then your opinions of the strategy. And when we continue next January 2026. I will let you know which Tuesday it is, but probably it's the second Tuesday of January, if it suits you. And we haven't been scheduling next year yet, but the first topics will be how School Hub AI aligns with the national guidelines for AI. So it gives some very important answers to those questions that rose today. So how School Hub will, for example, make it secure to use AI for the students and so on. And then we will come back to Canvas in teaching. We did do some study on how to edit and create and edit pages and assignments and quizzes. And then the intention is that you should form these groups of 2 to 3 mentors and start creating courses. It can be a course about biology, it can be a course of mathematics or science or English, whatever. You just need to find each other so that with whom you could create this course, and then have some sort of a plan, a structure for the course, and what kind of materials you will be using. And we will slowly start to build the course in Canvas. And maybe Lydia can be a key person also if it's needed to combine a Themi teacher with a Patandi teacher. So Lydia is collecting also data about your main topics, what you're teaching, and so that she can match the right teachers. And of course, the basic idea is that if there are 2 teachers teaching mathematics, it's no use that both of them make individual courses in mathematics, but they combine their knowledge and skills, and then you can make your joint course. All right. Any questions? I will stop sharing. No questions, but if any question arises, then just contact me. And thank you for this training session. And I want to wish you very happy Christmas and New Year. We will not be seeing in Zoom before Christmas. We will see in January. And so I hope everything is peaceful there. You will have a peaceful, nice, happy, and Merry Christmas. I love you all.
Thank you. We love you too.
I love you and happy Christmas too.
Thank you.
I wish happy Christmas to everybody there. I hope you have better weather now for your close 2-3 weeks, so that you will have nice Christmas time there too. We used in our past celebrate Christmas with snowy ground, with snowy trees and frozen lakes and so. And this December starts with a stable temperature like 5 to 7 Celsius. No sunshine at all, clouds all the time, a little bit rain, and same temperature day and night, 5 to 7 Celsius. Climate change is here.
Yes.
We don't have winter anymore.
That's good news.
Yeah, so Father Christmas can't come to us because reindeers can't pull their wagon
Sledge.
without snow. Yeah. So there won't be any Father Christmas for any kids in southern Finland, at least.
So I hope nowadays the temperature will allow you go for fishing more than when it was cold.
I was on Sunday fishing, and I will go again. I have boats still in the sea.
Yes.
One day when you come to Tanzania, you have to teach me the techniques of fishing.
I will do it.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you.
Great.
Yep.
Okay, see you in January, but contact me
Okay,
if you
Mama.
have any
Bye.
questions.